Well, welcome back to another Coffee and a Chat. It's been a little bit since I've been on here, been several days. And you know what? This is part of what I want to talk about today. I want to do another one in our Count It All Joy series. Because sometimes we simply have to find the joy in the moment. Even though it may be frustrating, it may be inconvenient, it may not be what we want it to be, it is what it is. So our saga of troubles with the internet continue. And just had another tech out here yesterday going through things. Now, he did find something nobody else ever even looked for. So maybe that'll help. I don't know. Our internet just kind of comes and goes in its own mood. And it makes it very difficult to do things we need to do on the internet, including upload videos and get them on there. Because when the internet decides to go down in the middle of an upload, I end up having to start all over again. And that doesn't start until the internet decides to come up. And it's just one of those things. Alrighty. So he also found the same thing they always find. You know, there's an ongoing problem. It's been going on for years. And they'll send out a crew next week to fix it. Again, they were just here, 4 weeks ago to fix it. And, and everything's supposed to be fine. And there it goes again. So it's very frustrating to deal with it, but there's not a lot I can do about it. And I don't know what it's like where you live, but where we live, all the different providers for cable TV and internet, they own rights in different areas. And so you can only go with one of the usually two choices you have in your area. So the other choice for a provider in our area, it's not a lot better. I've talked to people that have that. The cost is the same. The problems are the same. The frustration's the same. I believe Marvin did have that provider several years ago. Oh, I know he did. He had that, and then he ended up going with this other one because of all the frustration with that one. And there's no easy solution. And we don't have a bunch of options. It just is how it is. Now, there are hundreds and hundreds of homes going in right around us. And so I believe as those come in, and those are going to be people with this, that there probably will be some changes because somehow people with money, when they speak, everybody listens. And so there may be some other options. The problem is, will it be any better? I don't know. And that brings me to what I want to talk about today. Let's see, it only took me 3 hours and 20 seconds to get there. I'm always looking at that. So I had God kind of speak to me the other day about some stuff, as he often does. And, when you're in a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, he wants the best for you, and he will speak to you. And if there are things in your life that aren't quite what they should be, he's going to let you know, and he's going to talk to you about that. And so that's kind of what happened with me. So, and yeah, anybody looking for something juicy, it's nothing juicy. It's all about attitude. See, where you get into that point where, if only we had a decent provider, then I could stay on top of it more and it wouldn't be so frustrating, and my videos would be getting made and being put up and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. If I didn't have such a big house to try to keep clean, I could get so much more done in a day. I have other things. I have some added responsibilities right now in my life, and it just is what it is, and it's a lot, and it's overwhelming at times, and it is exhausting, and it tends to eat up all of my day, every day. So I could run into that, oh, well, when I don't have this responsibility anymore, things will be better. But what if that responsibility never goes away? And so God was talking to me, Angie, you're kind of stuck in that. The grass is greener on the other side. It'll be better in the future. But you're living in this moment and with your head in the future, complaining about this moment and what you think it needs to be. What good does that do? That's not doing any good, and you're wasting time. And that added responsibility that you don't understand, and I know you've given it to me, you've depended on me, but I've kept it right there. Has it ever occurred to you that I've kept that there for a reason? That I'm doing something in you through that? And I was like, whoa, okay. And it has changed my attitude to where I don't see it as a burden now. It's like, okay, so this is what I need to do today. And Lord, you do whatever it is you need to do in me. It won't always be like this. Sometimes we go through hardships. Sometimes we go through difficult times. Sometimes our health is down. I've dealt with that a lot lately, where I've had these health moments. And today was kind of one of them. I really had a struggle. I didn't hardly get any sleep last night. There were certain things that just kept getting me up all night long, different needs that were arising in the middle of the night. And, it seemed like I would lay down and just start to fall asleep, and boom, I needed to be up again. And so when I did get up this morning, I told Marvin, I feel like my head is wobbly on my neck, like it could just fall off in any moment. And my balance was all off, and I simply needed some more sleep. So I went and laid down, and I got another hour or two. It wasn't enough, but I got some more, and it helped. But trying to get through today has been a little challenging. It's getting better, but it's just, the circumstances haven't been ideal. You guys, the grass is not greener on the other side, because when you get there, sometimes we look back and go, oh, wait, where I was better than this. Or we look over another fence. Well, this might seem better than that, but oh, that looks even better. Now, the Bible talks to us about being content in whatever circumstances we find ourselves, right? And not worrying about the future, because every day has enough worries of its own, and putting our faith and our hope in Jesus. And so God has had to remind me to get my attitude straight, to get up in the morning and deal with what I need to deal with that day with a good attitude, with joy in my heart, trusting Him, and knowing that even if I don't understand it all, if I can't make sense of why I'm going through what I'm going through, that He's got a reason, and He's doing something in me, and that's good. And when He accomplishes that, well, we'll move to the next thing, because there's always something more that needs to be accomplished. But there is joy in today. When I lay down tonight, there will be a roof over my head. I'll have shelter. I will have eaten food in my belly, and I'll still have a little food in the cupboard that will feed me tomorrow. The electricity will still be on. I may not always have what I want the way I want it, but God takes care of me and makes sure I have what I need. And that in itself should be enough for all the joy I need today. So I just wanted to share this with you, because maybe you're kind of going through some stuff and it doesn't make sense to you. Maybe you keep looking at, well, if I had a husband, it would be so much better. Or if I didn't have a husband, it would be so much better. If I only had children, or if my children would just move out. If I didn't have a dog, if I could just have the companion of a dog. You see what I'm saying? Whatever circumstances we find ourselves in, that is our reality. And we find our joy in the Lord Jesus Christ and what He does in our life in each and every day, not being dissatisfied and thinking that we need it to be something different, and not getting caught up in with what we want versus what we need. See, tonight when I go to bed, I will have had everything I needed today. I may not have everything I wanted today, but that's okay. I will have had everything that I needed because I can trust him. I can keep my hope in him. And no matter what I face, no matter what happens, no matter who is elected president, no matter what decisions the city council makes about, my road, no matter what it is that's on the agenda that I'm going to be facing, I'm going to be okay. Because it's not about me. It's about him. And if I keep my focus on him, I'm going to get through this. You're going to get through whatever it is you're trying to get through. And some of you are going through some really, really hard things. Really hard things. I've been through some really hard things. I've been through some stuff I didn't think I was going to make it. But God has always been faithful. He always carried me through. And whatever those circumstances were, they never lasted forever. Things change. And where you are today, good or challenging, it's not always going to be like this. Enjoy the good, but enjoy the challenge too. All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you again real soon.